Let's do this. Alberta, Canada. Wow. Thinking about sexy chocolate, whatever happened to the Cadbury's bunny? I mean, these are all good questions. Weren't we all mad about Lola Bunny not looking as sexy for a while? These are cartoons, dudes. Like, if you... Like, what the fuck? Like, watch real porn. You know
Finally,
what I mean?
we don't usually give story tips to NPR, but here's a story they might want to cover pretty soon and doubtless will.
Was that meant to be a dig at NPR? Okay.
M&M's, the candy company, has just announced that it's redesigning its cartoon characters to be more gender inclusive.
Now, my question is, was that the press release? Like, have they actually said that? I'm not surprised if they have, because they know that this is going to get them publicity. Like, all I could think of when I was watching Hassan react to this earlier on stream was that I haven't heard anyone talk about M&M's in must be 10 years. Like, no one gives a shit about M&M's. It's a terrible chocolate. It's real bad. Like, peanut M&M's, bleh, apparently the best ones. Bleh, no thanks. Like, no, like, M&M's just not a thing. Actually, sorry, crispy M&M's are alright. Alright. Like, I'd pick anything pretty much over them. But, like, they're fine. But I wouldn't touch peanut M&M's, wouldn't touch regular M&M's. Like, they're dead in the water as far as I'm concerned. And this is, and now everybody's talking about it. Now I'm talking about it on stream. Tucker Carlson's talking about it. Totally free promotion. It's so smart. It's outrage marketing. And it's aimed at the kind of people that they know will react to this kind of marketing. Which is Tucker Carlson, and it's so funny. It's like he doesn't even realise he's being played. The Mars company is also dealing with a child slavery scandal, so this is a convenient distraction. So if that's the case, sorry, I'm just reading chat here, but if that's the case, then like this is well timed, and they've gotten exactly what they want out of it, which is everyone distracted and talking about nonsense. Okay, so they have gone with they are pretending that this is not just like a redesign. And companies, by the way, do redesigns all the time. So they're pretending that this is not a normal redesign, that it's made for inclusivity. He's the same. Yellow's the same. Red's the same. Oh, the green is wearing runners. Is that... What's the difference? That's green is the exact same, except I'm pretty sure she's wearing tights and runners rather than legs out and heels. Keep going. That one is new. I don't remember there being two female M&Ms. And she's just as sexy as the one that was in heels before.
Bet you didn't think.
Okay. What's the difference? She has sleeves and tights on. Like, I'm laughing. Like, it's funny because I've seen a lot of, I was looking it up before I went online, like I've seen a lot of the outrage, and I'm like preemptively laughing. He hasn't even said anything yet, but I know that he's mad about this, and it's just fucking ridiculous. You can't even see the new one because I'm in the way. Wait till I move myself. What's this? Look. What's the difference? Look, if I covered this, what's the difference? Look, what's the difference? Legs out, legs in, legs out, legs. But like, it's not a big enough thing to be this mad about, is it? I mean, I don't think so.
M&M's were pushing intolerance, but they've been changed. You're seeing the changes right now on your screen. The green M&M, you will notice.
It's so funny how he's like, they were pushing intolerance. Like, someone changing, like them changing and going, we're going to make our M&Ms more inclusive, is not admitting to have been pushing intolerance previously. That's like, that it's a leap. Is he okay with that stretch? You might want to stretch before that leap, is what I meant to say. He might want to stretch before that leap. Oh,
is no longer wearing sexy boots. Now she's wearing
Kirks. Left is more bangable, confirmed.
sensible sneakers. Why the change? Well, according to M&M's, quote, we all win when we see more women in leading roles.
So we made one more woman. We still have 4 men and one more woman. And also, they're fucking chocolates.
Because leading women do not wear sexy boots. Leading women wear frumpy shoes.
Do you know what's interesting, right? He's like, leading women do not wear sexy boots. They wear frumpy shoes. Okay, so first of all, does Tucker Carlson not fancy women when they're in runners? Is that what he's... is that what he's saying? The runners, not sexy. Secondly, why are they only focusing on the green M&M? Because clearly there's a brown M&M that has heels on and has like sexy secretary glasses on. So like make it less obvious that you're totally manipulating this to suit your narrative. Like the brown one is pretty sexy looking.
Shoes, the frumpier the...
There you go. What the fuck? She's the same. She's the exact same. I didn't even know she existed before now. Hang on.
Shoes,
what's he saying?
The frumpier the better. That's the rule.
Like he's actually just contradicting himself because he goes, the frumpier the shoes, the better. And then he shows the brown M&M that has clearly gotten sexier. Like she's... Okay, sorry. Her heels are slightly shorter. I can't believe this is a news story. But I think her glasses are nicer. They're much more up to date. They're much more fashionable. They're much more sleek. I think her lips... Ooh, her lips are like... They look kind of nicer. And her winged eyeliner is much more pronounced. So I think the new brown M&M is improved. If sexy M&Ms are your thing. Oh, candy in sexy shoes is highly offensive. Oh my god, this is hilarious.
The other big change is that the brown M&M has, quote, transitioned from high stilettos to lower block heels. Also less sexy.
So, who is using the word transition in this context? I really must say now, hang on, let me change these lights here. Because I'm not lit enough, I don't think. There we go. Is that a bit better? Anyway, who is deciding to use the word transition here? I really hate when people use the word transition in a way that invalidates the meaning of it. Like, a transition is a transition. It's like a big thing. Even when used, like, in the vocabulary definition, a transition from one period of your life to another. It's not like it's a big change. And then they're using it, though, because they want to devalue the word transition, because the most, like, I guess... the most, I don't know, basically, I don't know the word I don't know how I'm trying to say this, but basically the word transition is associated now with the transition from male to female or female to male. And what they want to do when they use it in this context is devalue it in that context and try and say, oh, you can transition from being sexy to not being sexy, or you can transition from high shoes to low shoes. Like, no, you change your shoes. That's totally fucking different. So I think whoever used the word transitioned here is in the wrong. So if he's saying it's a quote from the press release. So if it's a quote from the press release, M&M's are wankers. They knew exactly what they were doing. And honestly, I think they should be called out for that language. That verbiage is bullshit. It's absolute. It's them devaluing the word, or trying to devalue the word, and it's too, like, I totally get that this whole thing is a PR stunt to get American conservatives riled, because Jesus, it seems so easy to do it, but like, that's taking the piss a little bit for me. It's taking it too far when you start to use words like that. You know what I mean? It's just like, I'm not on board with that now, particularly myself.
That's progress. M&Ms will not be satisfied until every last cartoon character is deeply unappealing and totally androgynous.
M&Ms will not be happy until there isn't a single cartoon character you can have. What happened there? Did anybody else hear that? I thought I heard something behind me. M&Ms will not be happy until there isn't a single cartoon character I can have a wank over in peace. Oh, stop.
Until the moment you wouldn't want to have a drink with any one of them.
Until you wouldn't want to have a drink with any one of them. Why is he only talking about the women? So in other words, what he's saying is that you wouldn't want to fuck any of them because, or go on a date, I'll say it nicer. When he says until you wouldn't want to go on a drink with any one of these cartoon characters, what he means is you wouldn't want to take them on a date, because he's not talking about the yellow one or the red one. I can't believe I'm talking about this like it's serious. I can't believe I'm seriously discussing this, but he is upset because he doesn't want to take any of the female M&Ms on a date anymore because they wear runners. So, oh lads, come on.
That's the goal. When you're totally turned off, we've achieved equity.
When you're totally turned off. So is he self-reporting to having been turned on at some point by the M&M's characters? Lads, come on. It's fucking ridiculous. Oh god, the funny thing is here, and I don't know if it's the same where you guys are, but the sorry, I just saw the headline, look. Miserable non-binary candy is all we deserve. Oh guys, that is so funny. Look, the difference, like you can barely tell the difference, like between those two. She just has different, just blocky heels on rather than stilettos. Like, it's so stupid. Oh god, lads, come on, get out of it. The funny thing is, hang on, what am I moving there? I'm moving something in my end. The funny thing is, right, that I don't know again if this is how they market it where you are watching from, but in Ireland, the M&M ads that I've seen are the two lads, the yellow and the green, and they're in bed with some guy's wife. Which now that I think about it is fucking ridiculous as well. But it's all the lads. It's all the lads over here getting. And then the husband comes home and he sees the wife in bed with the two M&Ms, and he was like, "You were going to eat them without me?" And then the green one jumps out and he goes, "Now the biting makes sense." She's like, "It's not what it looks like." Ridiculous. Absolutely ludicrous. Excuse me. Yellow and red. Excuse me. Yeah, Greg, you're right. It's yellow and red. Red is in bed. Oh god, I'm so hungry. I'm eating cheese here in case anyone's wondering what I'm eating. I'm not eating M&Ms because they're not sexy enough.
They've won. Meanwhile, in a nod to the burgeoning wellness movement, the orange M&M will, quote, acknowledge and embrace his anxiety. And actually, if you look at him, the orange M&M does appear very anxious. Maybe he doesn't like really all funny. The ugly news.
That's really funny. That's really funny. Like, like the face on him. I'm sorry. Could you please just look at the face on that M&M? Is that what people think anxiety looks like? What's he doing? He's like, is that what anxiety looks like? Oh, that's so funny. I wonder, does Tucker Carlson know he's just been played for an absolute fool here? I presume he does. I presume he's just like, fuck it, I need content. Who watches this and gets mad about it? Who cares about M&Ms? Like, does anyone even buy M&Ms anymore?
New shoes he sees around him. Maybe
I'm sorry, did I catch that right? Let me go back.
new shoes he sees around him. Maybe he appear very anxious. Maybe he doesn't like all the ugly new shoes he sees around him.
Stop. Stop. Oh, for a straight man, Tucker sure has a lot of opinions on heels. I'm just saying. Like if I showed my husband two different pairs of heels, a blocky pair and a stiletto pair, he wouldn't be able to tell the fucking difference. He would be like, why are you showing me two of the same shoe? Oh my god, it's so funny. Oh god. I'm trying to catch up with chat here. Homeboy is concentrated on shoes, yeah. Well, at least I know this means I would be deeply unattractive to Tucker Carlson, which is great, because I never wear heels. I wear runners all the time. Has Tucker a shoe fetish? He must be, because he doesn't want to fuck these M&Ms anymore, because they're not wearing heels.
Maybe he liked the sexy boots.
Maybe he did like the sexy boots. And, sorry, okay. Those are not sexy boots. Those are the ugliest boots. That's the ugliest fucking boots I've ever seen in my life. Like in terms of cartoon boots. Those are among the worst. Can't think of a single other cartoon character at the minute with boots. But like, I guarantee they're nicer than that. Oh, I'm gonna have an asthma attack. I'm laughing.
Embrace his anxiety. Okay. And actually, all the ugly new shoes he sees around him. Maybe
he's like, let me move myself here. He's like, oh no, oh no, they're wearing runners. Oh lad, seriously, like reevaluate your life. You know what I'm saying?
he liked the sexy boots. Maybe the orange M&M is a secret sexist himself.
Oh no, is that it? No, surely there's more to it. Oh god, that was funny. That's all that's in that video. There's surely there's a longer one. Let me see. What's his name? We'll go green M and M and see what we can find. This is too funny. I need to see more of this. They've cancelled the green M&M. Internet today. I think that's just the ad. Another busy week. GB News. Oh my god, don't tell me this is from the UK, is it?
It's been another busy week for the culture warriors. They never rest, do they? They have the stamina, tenacity and moralistic fervour of a kind of reincarnated cyborg version of Mary Whitehouse. And they've reached the highest...
Oh my god, I stand corrected. I think this is a English news broadcast. Oh my god. Lads, we're all going the same way. The world's gone to shit. Free speech nation with Andrew Doyle. Does Andrew Doyle know that free speech is not a thing in the UK? Free speech is not a thing in the EU. We don't have a provision for free speech. It's not a thing. It's not a thing. Like, it's not provided for in any of our constitutions, in any of our laws. We don't have a fucking free speech law. That's not a thing. It's an American ideal. So obviously, this is just an absolute panderer. He's just pandering.
Echelons of power now. So, the government of British Columbia have put out a tweet encouraging pregnant people to get their booster shot.
Okay. What exactly is the issue here? What's this got to do with M&Ms?
People. Now, surely the most commonly used word is women. But of course...
Oh my god. Who cares? Like, who cares? Oh my god.
That might be offensive to all those pregnant men out there.
Why do men feel the need to get offended on behalf of women? It's like, I wouldn't have even noticed that in my newsfeed. It doesn't, I am a person. Like, you know, I am. So if I was pregnant, I would be a pregnant person. So, like, there's no issue with that for me because I am a person. If you do not think women are people, you might be annoyed at the fact that we're using the word people. Maybe that's
And
the issue.
seahorses,
Like,
of
women
course.
are not people.
Just to be sure, the government of British Columbia specified that applicants could self-identify as pregnant.
What they meant by self-identify as pregnant, you fucking dumb arse, and you know this, for example, it says self-identify as pregnant. What that means is that you ring them and you fucking tell them that you are pregnant because they do not know, they have not already invited you. For God's sake, that is a purposeful misunderstanding of the wording and the intent behind that wording in that clear message. And yeah, he's absolutely just grasping at straws here. And hang on, British Columbia, where's that? Because maybe this isn't in the UK. He does kind of sound like UK accent. Where's British Columbia? Excuse me. Am I still old-fashioned by thinking that I'm okay if women get pregnant? I don't know what you mean. But, like, women get pregnant, but women are also people. And so, like, I don't get the issue with using the word people. It's a straw man argument. It's like, oh, you're trying to say that men can get pregnant. They're not actually trying. That's not what anyone's trying to say. So, Canada. Okay, so this is Canadian. All right, so that's much closer then to America than the UK. That's fair enough. I'm pretty sure Canada doesn't have free speech though either. Like, not in the way that America does. Again, chat, self-identify as pregnant literally just means you ring them and you tell them that you are pregnant. That exactly, Greg. It's a straw man argument to jump on the term self-identify as if you're trying to say I identify as pregnant. It's not. It's you are telling them you're pregnant. Like, because they have you. If you haven't received an invite, call us and let us fucking know you're pregnant. Because obviously it's not in our system. Like, seriously. My God, you guys get mad over fucking nothing.
Just to be sure.
Because seahorses can get pregnant. Pretty sure the male seahorse is actually the one that mines the eggs. So you might want to use a different animal if you're trying to make this point.
Specified that applicants could self-identify.
Can I skip this because it's actually nonsense? Is he going to talk about the green M&Ms or not?
Maybe they meant to write folks with a Volvo. You know, which, why not just go the whole of machines?
Sexually speaking, folks with a vulva are far more than reproductive machines. So I don't even care why he's mad about this, to be honest, but I guarantee you he doesn't know what a vulva is.
Machines.
Okay, look, I'm just going to skip to the green M&M part.
Updated their chocolate characters to make them more inclusive. Now, I've always said that the struggle for equal representation among anthropomorphic chocolate treats is the last great civil rights issue of our time.
So ironically, he says that so sarcastically and yet is upset about the fact that they're being more inclusive. So he says it really sarcastically as if it's like a ludicrous thing to care about. And yet, here he is.
I think if Martin Luther King were alive today, this would be the main focus. Most of the problems...
Again, trying to downplay it by being like... by minimizing it. So why are you dedicating how many... 3 minutes of your show to it?
Seem to be with the green M&M, apparently, who wears high heels.
Why do they get so the outraged high? The green M&M.
And tends to pout coquettishly.
Coquettishly. Chocolates. The chocolate cartoon character. Please. Oh, God.
And now she's going to be wearing trainers, which sets a much better example for young girls. You know, just think of all those kids who have eaten M&Ms over the years and have emulated the whorish behaviour of that green chocolate minx.
So they're laughing, and he's saying, what he's saying there is the kids don't eat M&Ms and emulate the cartoon. But every time he makes that argument that this is ridiculous, he's counteracting his own argument against changing it, because if it's ridiculous, why are we talking about it? Who cares? And who cares if she's wearing runners? If it's ridiculous. Do you get what I'm saying? He's totally contradicting himself with every sentence out of his mouth.
So on to another story now. So a few months ago, on this very show,
I
reported on a campaign that social justice activists were undertaking against a chip shop. That's right, a chip shop. Believe me, there is nothing.
Oh, boring. Okay, so I thought he was going to talk about more than that. I saw more from Tucker Carlson somewhere where... Oh, look at that. Mike's Mike. A year ago. I don't trust the green M&M. Amazing.
Dandruff says don't. Head and
I
Shoulders
love Mike.
says do.
Is a year
Wear
ahead of
black.
his time.
Shake it.
Let me get a quick idea what
Express
this is about.
yourself.
Sorry, I
Ditch the
really
don'ts
need to,
with Head and
like,
Shoulders and be up to 100%
download YouTube
flake
Premium or
free.
something.
Head and Shoulders.
Not sponsored. Okay, come on. Okay.
Hello everybody, welcome to Mike's Mike. My name is Mike. I'm reporting live from my safety bunker, which is also known as my bathroom. I wasn't even actually going to post a video this week, but then I thought, you know what, I really need to tell something important, and that is that I don't trust the green M&M. I mean, to be honest, I don't trust any of them. They're all evil. They're all weird. But anyway, the green one, what's her deal? What does she know that I don't? Why?
I love Mike so much. This is
But
amazing.
plain and simply, she gives me bad vibes and I don't trust her. I don't trust any of them because they're not real, first of all. Second of all, why do they have such developed lore and personalities? You know what, actually, let's go through all of them. So the green M&M, we all know that I don't trust her. She knows something that I don't, and I'm jealous of her. Maybe I want to be her.
Oh, this is so funny. I've like nothing to add to this. This is perfection in itself.
Miss Brown, like, she's up to something, and I think she's hooking up with the green M&M on the low. But I didn't say that. You didn't hear that from me. But it's true.
This is funny because, like, this is how seriously conservatives are taking this. This is amazing. Oh, God. I saw someone, on Hassan's stream, I saw Tucker Carlson, there was definitely a longer bit, and he was saying something like, he was talking about how could the kids, he was sarcastically saying, like, how could the kids possibly eat, you know, these, or what would the impact be on kids if they ate this candy and blah, 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 when it was problematic. And it's like, I need to find that clip, because I just was like, what point is he trying to make?
True, because I said it and it's true, and everything that I say is true. So the brown M&M is hooking up with the green M&M. Then we have the red M&M. I know he has anger management issues. The color red is for anger management issues. Hello, have you seen Inside Out? Clearly not, because you're...
Oh, I love you, Mike. Okay, here we go. Oh, this is someone else commenting on it. Shit. Okay. Can I have the actual... Is that Mila Kunis? What? I need the full Tucker Carlson bit. Ugh. I feel really sad because I used to really like Ariel Scarcella. I even collabed with her once. And then she fell into a right-wing rabbit hole, and I don't watch her anymore. How do I find ooh, hang on. So here's Hassan reacting. And here's the video he was reacting to.
Will
hell yeah.
M&Ms still melt in your
Hell yeah.
hands if they identify as trans? When I eat a bag of M&Ms,
Nobody said they were trans as far as I'm aware. Just
do I
to clear that up.
wonder which color and shape best represents my identity? No,
No.
because it's chocolate. And also,
Exactly, it's fucking chocolate. Why are they arguing against themselves? I don't get it.
it's obviously the orange one. But the iconic candy company is giving the mascots makeovers to make them more inclusive. How are they doing this? Well, obviously by changing their footwear. Instead of go-go boots, the seductress green M&M will now wear sneakers. Additionally, their voices will be updated in a tone that's more welcoming. Sorry, Kat, no voiceovers for you. Said Catherine Slight, interesting, Chief Growth Officer at Mars Wrigley.
What? Like, I don't get the giggles. That's the name of the company. Is Mars Wrigley.
Better to commit to a world with more moments of fun by increasing a sense of belonging around the globe.
I cannot tell you enough that what happened here is, like, I can't stress this enough. There was a number of marketing people in a room and they went, we really need to get people talking about M&Ms because no one talks about M&Ms. And someone went, let's make them let's purposely try to piss off conservative media. Let's make them vote. Let's put in a load of words that trigger them. Let's make them less sexy. Like, it was the most obvious play ever. Here in Ireland, we have a betting company called Paddy Power. And Paddy Power, the rumour is that Paddy Power have a marketing team and then they have a mischief team. And the mischief team are the marketing team, but basically are a part of, or like under the umbrella, I guess. But they're a separate entity at the same time. And they're tasked with really shocking, outrage, grab headlines marketing. And they do wild shit. And then the normal marketing team is just like tasked with normal marketing. And yeah, I really feel that that's what's been done here. And it's so lazy as well. Like, it definitely could have been more. It's so lazy. I'm trying to think of another way that they could have got more, like, headlines and more airtime. Maybe give one of the M&Ms a gun. But then the Conservatives would have been on board and they wouldn't have given all this free promo. So, yeah, I don't know. Hilarious, because this is not aimed at Conservatives, but it gets everybody, like, the actual measure. Like, there's going to be people that will support M&Ms specifically now because Conservatives have gone so far against them. But also there's going to be people who buy them because all they've heard in their house the last couple of days on television is the word M&M.
Than M&Ms. I don't know. Maybe Three Musketeers? We could replace their swords with protest signs. But honestly, this is
Good one.
It's weird. If you really, truly want to make an M&M
Also, sorry, when was the last time Three Musketeers was a relevant, up-to-date pop culture reference?
feel like they belong.
We could take away the Three Musketeers swords. Like they need swords in 2021. Like that's an up-to-date reference.
You probably shouldn't be eating them. I mean, what kind of message does it send to children when you devour these little non-binary bonbons?
What kind of message? That was it. It wasn't Tucker Carlson, it was this guy. What kind of message do you send to children when you're eating chocolate? Chocolate's non-binary, by the way. Like, chocolate does not have a gender. It's fucking chocolate, okay? The cartoons, totally separate to the chocolate. They are literal marketing sketches. That's it. So the actual chocolates are non-binary because they are not alive. God, this guy's a fucking idiot.
For commentary, we go to our candy correspondents.
Candy correspondence. That's kind of funny. I'll give him that. Oh. Oof. That looked like it hurt.
That was not a candy
Jill O'Reilly, all my candy selections are based on which mascots are the most fuckable.
correspondent. Cat.
Yes.
Okay. They want to make their little characters
Why do they scream? Why can't they just talk normally?
inclusive, and then you're going to eat them.
No, I have so many thoughts on this.
Yes.
I do. The green M&M is a snake.
Yes.
The new one. The new one. Okay, listen. They have little statements, and she says, I think we all win when we see more women in leading roles. So I'm happy to take on the part of supportive friend when they succeed. Okay, like none of you guys are women, but
This is gonna be good.
women all know that the women that are like, I'm a woman and I'm pro-woman and look how pro-women I am. You can't trust them.
No.
Okay, so none of you are women. I'm the only woman here, but we all know that women like you're just contradicting yourself. You're the only woman in a room full of men, and you're like, we all know that, that women do X. No, they don't actually, because they're all men. You're the only woman there, and also you're being such a pick me right now. Pick me, pick me. I'm a woman, and I don't like other women.
Real women, they just do it. They don't need to brag about it. Like,
Real women just achieve things. Real women just get hired to things like this newsroom where there's no other women. And don't fucking talk about it. Ugh, Jesus Christ.
they're running some kind of campaign. And she admits she's doing that. She says, the port of a supportive friend.
You know that the character's not real, right? So she admits. We caught her in a lie.
And when they succeed, right? Like, okay, yeah, I bet you want to be, their friend when they succeed. Like, you conniving, climbing little bitch.
I can't believe she said bitch on television. Are you guys allowed to say? We wouldn't. I don't think we'd be allowed to say bitch before 9 p.m. Because all the kids that are watching, the kids that we are really worried about sending the wrong message to with non-binary chocolates might be watching, and here you say the word bitch.
I do not trust her.
I do not trust a cartoon sketch. Because she's a feminist. Lads,
I
seriously.
don't want to be her friend.
Okay, you don't have to be her friend. The chocolate can't hurt you. Show me where the chocolate touched you.
So she
On this doll.
somehow made it worse. That's the worst kind. You need to run from women like the green M&M. The new green M&M.
Yes, the green M&M is
Well, you might find it harder to run from women like the green M&M because she's wearing runners now. She's specifically wearing runners so you can't run away from her and she can catch you.
it's disgusting.
And you're wearing heels, so bitch is gonna catch you.
Opportunistic, evil bitch.
Wow.
That is just nuts. Like, imagine hating other women to that degree that you're like, she said she is happy to be a friend to women in leadership roles. Fuck that bitch. like, wow. Oh my God.
Wow.
Such a pick me. I can't get over it. Pick me. I hate other women. Just like you guys. I hate women just like you guys. I'm the best woman because I also think women suck.
I have to say, corporations may be the most embarrassing entity.
Corporations are the most embarrassing entity.
In all of wokedom, because they're so obvious about trying to create a distraction. Please don't come after us for our diabetic starter kit.
God, he's so close to getting the point, isn't he? So close. He understands the corporations are embarrassing. He understands that they are being really obvious in their attempts to distract. And then he doesn't even get what they're distracting from. Like, we've already talked about how the Mars Wrigley Corporation are having some sort of slavery scandal or something at the minute. So he's like, they're trying to distract from the fact that their treats are very sugary and bad for you. It's like, no. You're so close to getting the point, though. So close.
Which is what candy is.
Right.
Here, we look at what we did to our little characters, but don't look at all the problems sugar causes.
That is not what they're distracting from, but you are so close to getting the point, so I'm going to give you like a Gonna give you props on
And
that.
don't look at the comorbidity you're creating.
Yes.
I was interested though. Kat is projecting a lot into the green M&M. I feel like we should.
I'm not.
We really should come back to that at some point, maybe in the next session.
I'm not projecting. I'm reflecting on my own experience.
Yeah, no, this is really interesting.
I'm not projecting. I'm reflecting on my own experiences. That's what projecting is.
Cat, we're out of time.
Yeah, right.
But
This is.
check.
I would just say like.
That was so rude. He just goes to her, sorry, Kat, we're actually out of time. And like stopped her speaking. And look at her face. She's not happy about it. Like, this is what happens when you align yourself with misogynists. When you're like, oh, I'm in the room with a bunch of men that hate women, but they like me, pick me. I also hate women. This is how they treat you. That's your life is going to be like this. Like, they're always going to do this. She got 2 sentences. All she got to do was to like further their narrative, call the green M&M a bitch, and then she was basically told to shut the fuck up. You brought this on yourself.
They are M&Ms are kind of the progressive.
I actually can't believe it really was. Sorry, Cash, we're actually out of time. The man is talking. No time for you. No more time for you. No more time for you. No more time for you.
Idea of the future of the human being.
You've got your one soundbite in, woman.
Right? We're all.
It's her own fault. I don't feel sorry for her one fucking bit. Because she's like, I hate other women.
All kind of shiny and a different color, and we have no genital.
Yeah, look, Kirk's in the chat. I do enjoy women getting slapped down by the system they prop up and defend. Like, you actually can't, if you're going to fully participate in misogyny, in the patriarchy, etc., if you're going to kiss men's ass while they talk shit about women under the guise of, I'm different to other women, because I also hate women. I don't feel one bit sorry for you then when they treat you the exact same way they treat every other woman. Being a pick-me doesn't work. Every woman goes through this phase of being a pick-me where like the most complimentary thing you can hear is, oh, you're not like other girls. What's wrong with other girls? That's what people should ask. Anytime someone says, I'm not like other women. What's wrong with other women? That's when it'll all start to come out then. Because that implication is that there's something fundamentally wrong with being a woman. And that's why you're not like them. Because you're different. You're not different. I hate to tell you. Hate to break it to you. Long story short, you're not different.
That's kind of where they want us to go. Those are kind of the progressives' idea of the future of the human being, right? We're all kind of shiny and a different color, and we have no genitalia.
Does this man... I feel like he's trying to say that he wants these cartoon characters to have penises. They're children's cartoon characters to promote chocolate, and he's mad they don't have dicks. Oh, lads, come on, get off it. Come
That's
on,
kinda where they want
they're
us
all
to
taking
go.
the piss. They have to be.
But if you put them in your mouth, the color comes off. I don't know what that means. This is part of this weird thing, Jesse, where we have to make sure on 7 billion people on the planet, not a single person can have their feelings hurt. So everybody's got...
And yet, you seem to have had your feelings hurt. So,
to
how
do
did that work out?
something to make sure everybody's okay.
I'm going to try my hand at comedy again.
Oh, God.
Oh, please don't. Please don't.
And hope it works this time. I came up with some offensive candies.
Oh,
that I
God.
think we need
Hell yeah. Hit me with these
to
bad
change
boys.
their branding. Butterfinger,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
but his finger.
Oh,
Don't really get that one.
very good.
Right?
Good.
We'll
good.
go. I don't get that one, but we'll keep going.
Hershey's Kisses. Hershey's Consensual Kisses.
Nice. Very
I feel like that's a self-report because the implication is that kisses are consensual. And so to have to specify they're consensual, to me, would imply that I just think that's a self-report.
Good.
Jolly Rancher.
This one I don't get, because Jolly Rancher is like nothing to do with anything.
Jolly Sustainable Rancher.
Again, I don't get that. Like, what?
So I just stopped there. You
Yes, please. Oh, please. Please stop there.
enjoying that?
Good. That's good.
I like these.
All right, you know, I'm gonna
What the fuck? Like, he's just using buzzwords. These aren't jokes. I don't get
save
these.
some for the 5. Which we already
Jolly
take.
Sustainable Rancher. What?
Yeah, you did a great job, by
Thank
the way,
you.
on the
I
5.
would say Butterfinger. It's but their finger.
But their
there we
finger.
go.
His joke made more sense because he's adding in a plural pronoun. But I still don't get it. Because it's not but her finger, it's butter finger.
That's my
Butter finger.
only,
In these guys' cases.
only note.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
And you can fit more than one.
Ew. The thought of this man having sex or putting a finger in someone's butt or anywhere makes me physically ill.
Last word to you, Walter. So this is all fake.
Yeah.
M&Ms were already woke.
Right.
A bowl of rainbow-colored candies is as woke as it gets.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's true.
But they wanted to get the PR for going woke, so
So close to, oh my God, so close to getting the point. Hang on. He might get there.
they had to invent a problem. They had to invent a confession. Oh, we aren't as woke as we can be.
Yeah. He gets it.
And so this is fake. Number 2,
Didn't acknowledge that they've all fallen for it, but okay, I think he gets
where's
it.
Skittles? Yeah. Is Skittles just going to stay racist and,
Am I missing something there? How are Skittles racist? Am I missing something?
because that will give America a choice.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Good point.
Yes. You got a number
So close to getting the point. He almost got it.
3?
I had my wife write all my bits because she knew I'd be taking these painkillers. And thanks, girl.
I think that
Thanks, girl. So this dude's on painkillers. What the fuck?
I think we got to do a special Gutfeld episode where we are all on painkillers. If we announce it beforehand, then it's not a problem, right? Just
I wonder, is that why he got the point? Like, he couldn't think of anything antagonistic to say because he's off his bin on painkillers, and he's like, yeah, who gives a fuck about this man?
research. Yeah, research. We could call it the CNN New Year's Eve special.
First, we all have to break a finger.
It's mad. I just need to stop the lulls for a second. It's so mad to me how American news networks openly bash each other and like how biased they all are. Like, all of them have a very clear slant one way or the other. And like, when I was doing journalism in college, we were taught that you had to be totally neutral and just like present undeniable facts. And I just like I feel like even Irish news media in some cases are trying to follow this format of not being neutral at all because it gets more clicks, but it's like, it's nuts. And well, I suppose they're not calling each other out directly. On the bright side, they do sort of call each other out indirectly though. Hang on, what do you say?
We can get a prescription.
we could call it the CNN New Year's Eve special.
First, we all have to break a finger though, so we can get a prescription.
Is this dude on painkillers because he broke a finger? What an absolute... If this man is on painkillers because he broke a finger, what an absolute soft cock. What an absolute... I wouldn't even call him a pussy. What an absolute soft cock. You need painkillers for broken finger, please. Like, please. That's embarrassing. You're on so many painkillers that you're slurring your words, and your wife had to write your bits for you. And also, by the way, your wife wrote your bits for you. That's why they made more sense today. And that's why they were more coherent. But he's on so many painkillers, he's actually slurring his words for a broken finger. Please. Baby. And this is the kind of the men who go on this and enough painkillers to start slurring just because they break a finger, and the Venn diagram of them and the men that go on about real masculinity and real men is a full circle. Please, softy, go home. Broken finger eating painkillers, get out.
Yeah. Up next, tips for Jesse so his debut show isn't messy. Hey, Sean.
I don't know who that is. Anyway, that was fucking hilarious. I refuse to believe any of these conservatives actually really care about this. I presume that they're all just playing the outrage machine, and then we're all playing into it because I'm laughing at it and I'm reacting to it, and like we're just giving the M&Ms way more publicity. But it's funny. I just thought that was so funny when I was watching it earlier that I was like, I need to react to this on stream because this is hilarious. Oh God. If we're worrying about Candy's gender, we've got to worry about the future. Oh, Jesus Christ. Nuts. It's mad. It's just... Do you know... It's just mad. Like, these lads would be so against any other culture caring about stupid shit like this, and then they're like... It's just the contradiction is so unbelievable. Like, Jordan Peterson, you know, famous right-wing... or gateway to right-wing commentator, he spoke recently enough about, what was he talking about? He said something really odd. Oh my God, it's gone in my head. No, what was it? Oh yeah, he was talking about how he believes in forced monogamy. He thinks that every man should have a relationship handed to him. Women should have to go out with men. And so, but he was calling it forced monogamy, right? Which sounds way worse than arranged marriage. But what he was essentially advocating for was arranged marriage, which is something he'd definitely be against if ever brought up in the context of a religion that he wasn't part of. If it was ever brought up in the context of a country that he doesn't live in, you know, having arranged marriages, he would absolutely be against it because he's a big racist. But like, and then he turns around and goes, I'd be against arranged marriage now because that sort of thing is behind the times and blah, blah, blah. And I just want to shit on this other culture that I'm not a part of and this other religion because it suits me. But then actually I'm for forced monogamy. I think that all American men should, like, women should be forced to have sex with them. It's like, oh, Jesus, lads. Lads, come on. Are these lads all having a laugh? Is this like one big prank? We just went too far. Oh. The funny thing is I won't be buying M&Ms because I just think they're gross. So, you know, this is really funny and all. Still won't be buying them. Oh God, good times.